Welcome back to our channel. In this session, we will discuss an important topic for educators, policymakers, and anyone involved in skills development: National Qualifications Frameworks, NQFs, and Common Qualification Accreditation Standards. These frameworks and standards are the backbone of robust vocational education systems, ensuring that qualifications are consistent, credible, and internationally recognized. But before we get started, if you're new here or haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest insights. The more subscribers we get, the more we can grow this channel. Although we have covered the NQFs in detail in a previous video, let's quickly recap what an NQF is and what its purpose is. A National Qualifications Framework is essentially a structured system that categorizes qualifications based on a set of criteria for levels of learning. This framework helps standardize and ensure the quality of qualifications across different educational institutions within a country. The primary purpose of an NQF is to create a more organized and transparent education system. It ensures that the qualifications awarded by different institutions are consistent and comparable, which is crucial for both local and international recognition. An NQF also plays a pivotal role in promoting lifelong learning, by making it easier for learners to understand their progression options across different educational pathways. Now that we have briefly covered an NQF, let's discuss why qualification accreditation standards are so important. Qualification accreditation standards are the guidelines and benchmarks that ensure a qualification meets the required level of quality, relevance, and consistency. These standards are crucial for several reasons. First, they protect the integrity of educational and vocational qualifications, by ensuring they meet the necessary criteria before being recognized or awarded. This is vital for maintaining the credibility of institutions and the qualifications they offer. Second, accreditation standards significantly foster trust and confidence among employers, educational institutions, and learners. When a qualification is accredited, it signals to employers that the holder possesses the competencies and skills needed to perform effectively in a job role. Third, these standards facilitate the comparability and transferability of qualifications across borders. In an increasingly globalized world, having common accreditation standards means that qualifications earned in one country can be recognized and valued in another. This supports international mobility and enhances employment opportunities for individuals worldwide. Lastly, adhering to accreditation standards helps educational providers continuously improve their programs, ensuring they remain relevant and aligned with industry needs. Let's now delve into common qualification accreditation standards, starting with a clear definition of accreditation in education. Accreditation in education refers to the formal recognition that an educational program or institution meets specific standards of quality and rigor. An NQF body conducts an evaluation process to ensure that the qualification meets certain established criteria. Accreditation helps guarantee that the learning outcomes, teaching methodologies, and educational content are of high quality and meet the needs of students and the wider community. Accrediting bodies vary by country, but their role in managing and upholding the standards of vocational qualifications within the NQF is universal. Let's look at a few examples from different regions. United Kingdom, the Office of Qualifications and Examinations Regulation, Ofqual, regulates qualifications, exams, and tests in England. Ofqual ensures that vocational qualifications are delivered to the standards set out in the NQF, and that these qualifications are valid and reliable indicators of skill and knowledge. Australia, the Australian Skills Quality Authority, ASQA, is the national regulator for vocational education and training in Australia. ASQA ensures that the VET sector is regulated effectively and that the Australian qualifications meet national standards. South Africa, the South African Qualifications Authority, SAQA, oversees the development and implementation of the National Qualifications Framework. SAQA ensures that vocational qualifications in South Africa are accredited in line with the NQF and meet the country's education and training needs. New Zealand, the New Zealand Qualifications Authority, NZQA, manages the New Zealand Qualifications Framework. NZQA ensures that all vocational qualifications meet the necessary standards and are internationally recognized. These bodies are critical in ensuring that vocational qualifications align with national standards, enabling learners to gain credible and valuable qualifications in the job market. While the specific processes may differ from country to country, the core accreditation principles generally remain consistent. These principles include transparency, The accreditation process should be open and clear, with standards and expectations made explicit to all stakeholders, including institutions, students, and employers. Accountability. Accredited institutions are held accountable for meeting and maintaining the established standards. This ensures that they continue to provide high-quality education over time. Continuous improvement. Accreditation isn't just a one-time evaluation. Institutions are encouraged, and often required, to continuously improve their programs to adapt to changing educational and industry needs. Relevance. The curriculum and learning outcomes of accredited programs must be relevant to the needs of students and the demands of the labor market, ensuring that graduates are well prepared for employment or further education. Inclusivity and equity. Accreditation standards often include criteria to ensure that institutions provide equal opportunities for all students, regardless of their background, and promote diversity and inclusion in the educational environment. By adhering to these principles, accrediting bodies help ensure that vocational qualifications remain valuable, respected, and aligned with national and international standards. Now that we have covered the basics, let's explore the relationship between the National Qualifications Framework and accreditation standards. Understanding how these elements interact is crucial for grasping the broader picture of vocational education systems. The NQF serves as a blueprint for the accreditation of qualifications. It provides a structured and standardized approach to evaluating the quality of qualifications across different institutions and sectors. Essentially, the NQF acts as a reference point for accrediting bodies, guiding them in determining whether a qualification meets the necessary standards for inclusion within the framework. By establishing clear criteria for what constitutes each level of qualification, the NQF ensures that accrediting bodies have a consistent basis for their evaluations. This consistency is vital because it allows for a reliable comparison of qualifications within and across different educational systems. The NQF, therefore, facilitates the accreditation process by providing the structure and standards that qualifications must meet to be recognized nationally and internationally. One of the significant advantages of the NQF is its ability to align qualifications across different systems, both within a country and internationally. For example, a vocational qualification accredited in one country can be compared with similar qualifications in another, thanks to the common reference points provided by the NQF. This alignment supports the recognition of qualifications globally, making it easier for individuals to have their skills and knowledge recognized when moving between countries or educational systems. This alignment also benefits learners by providing clear pathways for progression. Whether someone is moving from vocational education to higher education, or from one sector to another, the NQF helps map out how different qualifications relate to each other. This ensures that learners can build on their qualifications and skills in a structured and recognized manner. Qualifications must meet common accreditation standards to be placed on the NQF. These standards ensure that the qualification is high in quality, relevant, and recognized nationally and internationally. The following are some of the common standards typically required across the world. 1. Eligibility. The qualification must clearly define who it is intended for. This includes specifying the entry requirements, such as prior learning, skills, or qualifications that learners must have to enroll in the program. Eligibility criteria ensure that the qualification is accessible to the right audience and aligns with the intended level of the NQF. 2. Purpose. The purpose of the qualification should be clearly stated, outlining the specific skills, knowledge, and competencies that learners will acquire. This includes defining the qualification's role in the broader education system, such as preparing learners for specific occupations or further study. 3. Stakeholder involvement. The development and accreditation of the qualification should involve key stakeholders, including industry experts, employers, educational institutions, and regulatory bodies. Stakeholder involvement ensures that the qualification is relevant, up-to-date, and meets the needs of both learners and the labor market. 4. Learning outcomes. Learning outcomes are a critical component of accreditation standards. They describe what learners are expected to know, understand, and be able to do upon completing the qualification. These outcomes must be clearly articulated and aligned with the level of the NQF to ensure consistency and comparability across different qualifications. 5. Level of learning. The qualification must be placed at the correct level within the NQF. This involves ensuring that the qualification's content, complexity, and expected learning outcomes match the descriptors of the specific NQF level. Proper placement is crucial for maintaining the framework's integrity and ensuring that learners can progress logically through the different levels of education. 6. Assessment. The qualification must include robust and valid assessment methods to measure whether learners have achieved the intended learning outcomes. Assessment standards ensure the evaluation process is fair, consistent, and accurately reflects learners' competencies. 7. Credits. Many NQFs operate on a credit system, where qualifications are assigned a specific number of credits based on the amount of learning required. These credits indicate the learning volume and provide a basis for comparison with other qualifications. They also support flexibility and mobility, allowing learners to transfer credits between different qualifications or institutions. 8. Progression routes. The qualification should provide clear progression routes, indicating how learners can advance to higher levels of learning or enter employment. This includes outlining pathways to further study or specific job roles, ensuring that the qualification supports lifelong learning and career development. 9. Certification. Upon successfully completing the qualification, learners should receive certification recognized by the relevant accrediting body. Certification signifies that the learner has met all the qualification requirements and is competent in the areas specified by the learning outcomes. 10. Quality assurance and continuous improvement. The qualification must include quality assurance and continuous improvement mechanisms. This means that there are processes in place to regularly review and update the qualification to ensure it remains relevant, effective, and aligned with industry standards. Ongoing quality assurance ensures that the qualification meets the needs of learners, employers, and the wider community over time. By adhering to these 10 common standards, qualifications can be placed on the NQF, ensuring they are credible, valuable, and recognized within the national and international vocational education landscape. These standards not only safeguard the quality of qualifications but also enhance the trust and confidence of employers, learners, and educational institutions. Now, let us discuss the significant benefits NQFs bring to various stakeholders. Whether you're a student, an educational institution, an employer, or part of the broader economy, the NQF and accreditation standards are vital in ensuring quality and relevance in vocational education. Here are some of the key student benefits. Clarity and transparency. The NQF helps students understand the level and value of the qualifications they are pursuing. It provides a clear roadmap of what each level represents, making it easier to plan their educational journey and make informed decisions. Recognition and mobility. Qualifications accredited and placed on the NQF are recognized nationally and internationally. This recognition enhances students' mobility, allowing them to transfer credits confidently, move between institutions, or seek employment in different regions or countries. Quality assurance. Accredited qualifications meet established standards of quality, ensuring that learners receive a high level of vocational education. This assurance helps students feel confident that their time and effort are well invested. Progression opportunities. The NQF outlines clear progression routes, making it easier for learners to advance to higher levels of education, whether moving from vocational to academic pathways or within the same sector. For educational institutions, the NQF and accreditation standards provide a framework for maintaining and improving the quality of the education they offer. Credibility and trust. Accreditation signals to students, employers, and the public that the institution's qualifications meet rigorous standards. This builds credibility and trust, attracting more students and partnerships. Continuous improvement. The accreditation process encourages institutions to review and enhance their programs continuously. This ensures the qualification is relevant, up-to-date, and aligned with industry needs. Alignment with national standards. By aligning their qualifications with the NQF, institutions ensure that their programs are consistent with national education policies and objectives. This alignment supports broader educational reforms and initiatives. International recognition. Institutions offering NQF-aligned and accredited qualifications can market their programs internationally, attracting a diverse student body and fostering global partnerships. For employers, the NQF and accreditation standards help ensure that the qualifications held by job candidates are reliable indicators of their skills and competencies. Confidence in hiring. Employers can trust that a qualification placed on the NQF has been rigorously evaluated and meets industry standards. This confidence simplifies the hiring process and reduces the risk of skill gaps in the workforce. Skills relevance. Accreditation ensures that the qualifications reflect the current needs of the industry. This means that graduates have the skills and knowledge directly applicable to their job roles. Facilitating workforce development. the NQF provides a framework for upskilling and reskilling employees. Employers can use it to plan training and development initiatives, ensuring their workforce remains competitive in a changing economy. International competitiveness. For businesses operating globally, recognizing NQF-aligned qualifications across borders ensures that they can confidently hire and relocate employees, knowing their qualifications are valid and respected. At the macro level, the NQF and accreditation standards contribute to the overall health and development of the economy. Workforce mobility and flexibility. An NQF that aligns qualifications with industry needs facilitates a more mobile and flexible workforce. This is crucial in responding to economic changes, technological advancements, and shifts in labor market demands. Enhancing productivity. A workforce with accredited qualifications aligned with industry needs is more likely to be productive and innovative. This contributes to the overall competitiveness of the economy. Supporting lifelong learning. The NQF promotes lifelong learning by providing clear pathways for continuous education and skill development. This helps individuals remain employable throughout their careers and supports economic resilience. Attracting investment. A well-structured NQF signals to international investors that a country has a skilled and competent workforce, making it an attractive destination for business and investment. By benefiting students, institutions, employers, and the wider economy, the NQF and accreditation standards are crucial in building a robust, adaptable, and globally competitive vocational education system. As we wrap up this discussion, let's quickly recap the key points we've covered. We started by understanding the National Qualifications Framework, NQF, and its crucial role in structuring and standardizing qualifications. We then explored the relationship between NQF and accreditation standards, highlighting how these frameworks ensure the quality, relevance, and recognition of qualifications across different sectors and countries. We also discussed the common accreditation standards that qualifications must meet to be placed on the NQF, including eligibility, purpose, stakeholder involvement, learning outcomes, and more. Finally, we examined the significant benefits that the NQF and accreditation standards offer to students, educational institutions, employers, and the wider economy. Understanding the NQF and accreditation standards is essential for anyone involved in vocational education. These frameworks not only support individual career development but also contribute to a strong, adaptable, and competitive workforce that can meet the demands of a global economy. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you're notified whenever we release new content. Your support helps us continue to provide valuable insights into education and vocational training. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.